Failed to post a tweet. Man, how can you do that to me? How can you do that to me, Streamlabs, you bitch? What up, YouTubey doobie and Facebook, you wookie, goddamn, eat a cookie. Oh man, I love that nookie. I love me some egg rolls, man. They're shit. Yeah, they might give me the shits, but man, damn, man. I'm trying to get off of meat because meat doesn't really agree with me that much, if you know what I mean. Not saying that I want to go totally vegan. It's just I want to back away from the really greasy shit. One of my favorite meals is a pot roast, with carrots and celery and all that. And another one is barbecued pulled pork, and anything like pork. Pork, just nope, Mikey, we're going to destroy your asshole, son. So, yeah, I've been trying to back off from that. Because, it's weird, man. Once you get old, my stomach is making noises and shit. It's gurgling and shit. It's weird, man. But I got a story for you guys, man. Got a couple stories about work. We're going to see if anybody hops in here for a bit while I eat some egg rolls, man. Fuck yeah. Oh, I'm thinking about getting a tattoo today. There's spontaneous idea. I just called my wife last night at work. I said, I'm getting a tattoo tomorrow. I didn't ask her. I'm going to get one. And she's like, okay. Although I can't decide now which one I want to get now because I've lost the weight. I'm down to 190-ish. For some reason I can't get down to 180. I might have to start jogging or something. Stop eating egg rolls. But damn, this is supper. I haven't ate all night. I had little sweets and shit at work. Anyway, fuck, what was I gonna say? God damn, my brain is fried, man. What the fuck was I gonna talk about? I lost weight. Something. Help me out. Anybody, if you're in the chat, help me out. What was I gonna talk about? Oh man, well, let's talk about this story about work. Yeah. Sorry, man. I'm hungry. Oh, baby. Oh, my. Ooh. Should we turn on the REM pod? See if we can get a goat. There you go, Casper. Do your thing. But yeah, I was kind of in a really rotten, well, I wouldn't say rotten mood yesterday. I was tired. I only had maybe 3.5 hours of sleep. I was cranky and I was just tired. I'm like, just let me be by myself. So these parts, I cut parts. I cut vinyl. And these parts that I cut, they have to go to this other guy, and he has to put them in this punching machine. It was a router, actually. and it's really slow. So as I'm doing my job, he's standing there and just looking at me and just like smirking or something. I'm pissed off about something. So I'm like, fucking goddamn, why can't they fucking keep up? Fuck, one of them things. Like I didn't even know he was behind me at one point. I was walking back from break, and I was like, fucking God. I was pissed off because they couldn't, like, the line couldn't keep up, and people are bitchy because my shit's done, but they can't keep up. So I'm like, fucking God, fuck, shit, fuck. And as I'm turning the corner, he's like right behind me. I'm like, what's up? And yeah, me and him kind of tangled back and forth last night. I don't even know why. I don't know what the fuck I did to him. He looks like he's straight out of preschool. He looks like he's no, maybe middle school. He looks like he's fucking 15. It's weird, man. The older you get, 18-year-olds, man, they look like they're 10. It's weird. You guys will know what I'm talking about when you reach that age. It's weird. But yeah, what's up, YouTube doobie and Twitch my bitch? Multi-streamer like a boss. Oh yeah. I got the egg rolls. I got one more. Hell man, I might go down and do 2 more. These things are fucking amazing. Oh, all I had was a Danish roll last night and a cereal bar, cinnamon toast cereal bar. And I had, here's the thing, at work last night, it was bad because mentally it was rough. And like I felt like I was going through Navy SEAL training, man. It was fucking rough because the night before I only had like, I stayed up until 9:30 in the morning, and I only had like 3.5 to maybe 4 hours of sleep, and I was fucking tired. And I've been taking CBD shit to try and help with my anxiety because my pills that are prescribed to me just don't seem to help. And the Delta 8 or Delta 9 gummies, sometimes they get me chill, sometimes they don't, but they're expensive. So I try and keep it at like 3 to 4 a night. I had 5 tonight, but yeah. But yeah, they do. They help kind of keep you chill. But I was in a bad mood, man. Because I was tired and cranky, and I don't even. Well, part of it was that new kid that was just like, I don't know. He was just like smirking at me and shit, and fucking. I didn't even know what. I didn't even say anything to the motherfucker. I'm like, yeah. At the end of the night, I was spraying. We have a bunch of vinyl dust that goes everywhere, so I'm spraying it, getting in the middle of this place where I sweep up, and he walks over and he's like, so what are we gonna do with that? And I said, sweep it. Oh. You want me to? Like, he had to have been high. Or something. And I looked at the pile on the floor. And I was in, like I said, I was in a rotten fucking mood. Like, there's more to this. And I just looked at the pile of dust on the floor. I'm like, nah, I got it. Go talk to the boss, see what he wants you to do. I'm not your boss, man. Go see what he wants you to do. And yeah. And there's actually 2 saws. And the one saw they wanted me to work on because there was a different material or something. And I'm like, all right. And I said, well, we usually clean with a half hour of cleaning at the end of the night. And that's just with my saw. And they don't want you to go a minute past over a half hour. You get in trouble. And I asked him, I said, well, if I'm going to cut on that saw, then I got to clean that one too at the end of the night. Can I start cleaning like maybe, 10 minutes, 15 minutes earlier? They didn't answer me. I said, yo, are you going to answer me? Like, nothing. And they just walked away. I'm like, well, fuck you then, man. And so at the end of the night, I'm like, fuck everybody, man. Fuck it. Fucking hell, man. Like, you try to be a nice guy and then do shit like that? Fuck, man. So, I'm like, fuck it. If I get in trouble, I get in trouble. So what? Write me up. So, 10 minutes before the half hour to where I'm supposed to clean, the half hour till closing time. So it was like 40 minutes till. I started sweeping up the one saw. And they were looking at me, of course. And I'm like, don't fucking look at me. Just do your own fucking job, dude. I can't stand that shit. Just people just staring at you and just like, It's like, if you need something, let me know, man. Like, but yeah, I want your guys' opinion on something. Something else happened at work. Sorry, I'm hungry. But my egg rolls are getting cold. This is the last one. Unless I decide to cook some more, man. Fucking amazing. I want to do some streaming today, but your boy's got to sleep, man. I don't know how they make those egg rolls, but my God. Insane. Good. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Yeah, so I said, so what about me sweeping up at the end of the night? I needed a little bit of time to clean up that one saw. And no answer. I said, yo, we'll call him Troy. That's not his real name, but we'll call him Troy. He's one of the leaders up there. I won't say the boss or the underboss or anything like that, but he's one of the leaders, in charge. And I said, yo, Troy, like, I need some time to, clean both saws, man. Like, you gonna give me like 10 minutes or 15 minutes or so? No answer. I said, yo, man, did I stutter? Like, I need to know. At this point in the night, mind you, I have 4 hours of sleep. I've rocked like 3 energy sodas, Monster and NOS. I think 2 NOSes and a Monster, maybe 2. I might have had 4 actually, because I was jittery, damn near close to a panic attack at one point. Yeah, it was bad. And then on top of that, I would take my CBD gummies that are legal, that help me calm down. So in a weird way, I was like calm but jittery. And I was like, it was weird. I was like in a different planet. Like, I could have easily got in trouble because we have cameras now, and if I, my wife knows when I lose it, and like my voice, I get loud, and yeah, it's bad. I have anger management issues big time. And but when it comes to work, you know, we got them cameras rocking. I'm just like, fuck, I can't. So just gotta bite my tongue, you know, and be like, all right. So, like I said, I asked him about if I can clean early or whatever. You guys gonna freak out if I clean a little bit early? You know, because I got more shit to fucking clean. And no answer. I asked him like fucking 3 times. I know he heard me. He kind of was like, and another point in the night, I was on that other saw. It's the same saw, like there's a conveyor belt, and you put the pieces down, and it goes into this big ass machine, and there's this blade in there, and yeah, you're not even close to the blade. It does all the work. So, and there's 2 of them, and they wanted me to get on the other one to do this other piece because it was faster on that machine apparently. And I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. And so I get on there, and you know, the CBDs keep me a little bit tired. The 4 hours of sleep is definitely keeping me tired, but the 3 or 4 energy sodas are getting me all jittery, and I'm like, fuck. And so each 2 pieces that I cut, each pair, go in this cart, which have like a section. So like 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, and so on, and then 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. And so each pair, there's supposed to be a pair of like 1, 2, and then there's another pair of 1, 2, and then there's a pair of 1, 5, and then there's another pair of 1, 5. Well, at one point I got fucked up, and I fucked it up. It was my fault, but I fixed it, you know. But beforehand, as I'm working on it, I had stopped it because I'm like, fuck, where the fuck did that piece go? Where the fuck did I gotta put that? I don't even know. I'm in fucking La La Land right now. Because I was just like, I was a space cadet, man. Pissed off, lack of sleep, fucking probably dementia. I don't know. And yeah, and so that Troy comes over again. That's a fake name, but he's like, you know, we've always been cool with each other. You know, like it's all been good. You know, he's kind of, you know, a guy you can, you know, laugh with, and you know, have a good, I guess, good joke with. Like, he's not really bitchy. But he said something last night that just got under my skin. I don't know if maybe he meant it as like, well, what he said was, because I got on this other saw, he said, so does this machine make it more difficult for you? And normally, like, when he comes to talk to you, he's, you know, kind of laughing and smiling and like, what's up, man? And yeah, he said it like that, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? You motherfuckers have been telling me to slow down for the last fucking, you know, year. I mean, every fucking day I gotta hear, slow down, slow down, slow down. Like, hell no, I'm gonna slow down when we go back to fucking 8-hour shifts, man. Don't fucking tell me to slow down when I gotta work a 10-hour shift. Hell no, fuck you. You know. But yeah, I did. I fucked up this order, but I fixed it. it took me a little while, but I fixed it. It's just a matter of finding the parts. I had them put in a different section, and I had to find them and whatever. And so Troy and the other boss were upstairs, and the one boss was like, "What now?" Like, kind of joking. He wasn't bitchy about it. He was like, "Oh man, what now?" And I just blew him off. I'm like, walked right past him. I'm like, "Yo, those parts are done. Sorry, I kind of fucked up, but I fixed it. Just kind of misplaced a couple of them, but yeah, it's all good. I checked it, double checked it, quadruple checked it, made sure she was good with it and all that. Shooting the shit, just shooting the breeze. But yeah, I don't know when he said that. Like, if he meant when he said, "So is this machine harder for you to work on?" I don't know if he meant it like, is this machine more of a nuisance? Does it have more issues, computer issues, blah blah blah? Or if he meant like, are you fucking really that stupid that you can't figure out this saw? Like, and I thought about asking him at the end of the night, like, dude, man, when you asked me that, kind of curious, man. You know, did you mean that in like the sense that does the machine have more issues and more shit that I got to deal with, or did you mean that I'm stupid or something like that? Because if that's the case, man, we need to have a talk. And I'm not a violent person. I don't want to be. And I just want to, straighten this out, man. Because, you guys keep telling me to slow down. Then all of a sudden I speed up. And then you're like freaking out. And it's like, and you say something smart like that. Like, what the fuck? So, I'm actually thinking about looking elsewhere for a job. Because I'm really getting sick of this overtime. I really am. I do like working at nights, but that's just it, man. I don't want to like tell you guys how much I make, but I've been there a long time, and so to try and get what I make now an hour, it would be hard. um, so I remember when like 10, yeah, probably less than 10 years ago, uh, being in major debt and being like, man, if I could only work a little more overtime, man, it'd be fucking great, and I could just pay this shit off, and yeah, everything would be great, and everything would be fine, no stress, no nothing. Well, now I'm working overtime. I got shit paid off, and I'm more stressed out than I've ever been in my fucking entire life, and it sucks, man. Because you come home and you try not to bring work home with you, but it's like, fuck, man. Like, oh, and there's another thing too about that new kid. Like, the saw, well, both saws have a vacuum, and there's a bag, a big ass bag, kind of like I don't know, 4 foot bag, that the sawdust goes into. It sucks it up. There's a vacuum. And then there's another bag on top of it for some reason. Why, I don't know. But all the dust goes in the bottom bag. So I could have swore this new kid, who looks like he's like 15. And I don't know, he was just getting smart with me for some fucking reason. I have no fucking idea what the fuck I said to him. And even on break, he was like, with his butt buddy, fucking looking at me and like pointing at me and fucking making jokes and this and that. And I'm talking to my wife, and I said, hang the fuck on a minute. And I put the phone down, and I just fucking start staring at him. Dead cold stare. And I thought about going up and saying, there's something you guys need to talk about, because you're sure looking over here quite a bit like you got something you need to say. So just say it, man. Is there like a big ass flamingo on my shoulder or something, man? Like, what's up? But like I said, this kid, fuck, when he went to the bathroom like every 2 minutes, or he went to the bathroom a lot, and when he would go in there, he would stay in there for like 20 minutes at a time. I shit you not, no pun intended. But he wasn't shitting, he was in there on his fucking phone, Facebooking and tweeting and whatever else. Everybody that goes in there does that. They're not going to get away from that unless they put cameras up in the bathroom, but I don't think they can get away with that. And yeah, I could have swore at the end of the night. Now, mind you, this dust is everywhere, in the machine, on the floor, in the bag, on top of the other bag. And so I'm doing my thing, I'm cleaning up, and he's still fucking like staring at me like he, I don't know, idolizes me or looks up to me, I don't know, wants to have love with me, I don't know. And it's like, whatever, man. And yeah, if anybody ever does that to you, just like act really crazy. That's what I did. I was just like, fuck, god, fuck, shit, fuck, goddamn, fuck, shit. Because I was pissed off about shit. And yeah, so I guess that was comical to him, I guess. But I could have swore that as I'm cleaning up, that that top bag of that vacuum, which is full of dust on the outside of it, I'm pretty sure that he pushed it over on top of me when I had this air nozzle and I'm blowing this shit around. And yeah, because all of a sudden this bag was on top of me. I look over and the motherfucker's walking away. I'm like, you motherfucker. I'm like, what the fuck? Seriously? And again, he and they don't want us in the bathroom like for 20 minutes at a time. And I kid you not, he was. Every time he'd go to the bathroom, at least 15 to 20 minutes. At least. We're supposed to have 2 15-minute breaks and 1 half-hour break. That's it. Now, bathroom, of course, people have to take a shit. People my age, we eat the wrong stuff. Yeah. It happens, I had beef and broccoli the other day, and I'm like, uh-oh. When you're in your 40s, it sucks. But, yeah, I'm just like, what the fuck was that about? And that, like, got my adrenaline pumping. I'm like, oh, you motherfucker. And, and another thing, he would always be on his phone. And mind you, we have cameras at work because they're trying to catch people on their phone and people fighting and all this shit. And it makes it a lot easier for them to, fire people and whatnot or write them up or whatever. So, yeah, that's a little stressful. Having another fucking eye in the sky. Actually, like 20 of them. And, that's another... It's stressful because, like, The other day I went to check to see if we had this material. I checked earlier in the day when I first got there. I looked around in the back, the whole back of the building, to see if we had this certain color of this material. We didn't. I did. I did a full sweep. Nothing. It's a black vinyl piece. And like shit, we make a lot of them. Fuck, I thought they ordered that shit. And it's not supposed to be my job. They're supposed to fucking take care of that, but they want me to fucking order this shit apparently. So I go up to the boss. I'm like, yo, that black vinyl, man, it's not back there, man. We're gonna need some more, man. We're almost out. And well, did you check? Like, this was later on in the night. And by the way, like, I had went back there to look for something else, so I didn't walk all the way back. I just kind of went a little bit just to see if they brought down this other material, so that I can bring a cart over and, you know, do what I do. So I didn't have to walk all the way back there. And he said, well, did you check? I'm like, yeah, when I first got here. Well, yeah, I was watching on the video, and yeah, he only walked like halfway back there. I'm like, well, no, I was looking for something else, man. No, earlier when I got here, I checked. It's not back there. I mean, I'll bet you my paycheck on it. It's not back there. Well, fuck. I mean, this boss, he's cool. Like, he doesn't, like, blow his top or anything. I was about ready to last night, man. I was just fucking in a rotten mood. And when that fucking kid did that, I'm like, you motherfucker. And again, he was on his phone a lot, which is a no-no. It's like, boom, you're out of here, son. And I didn't do it tonight because I was too upset with management because what they had said. I'm like, motherfuckers, you tell me slow down one motherfucking minute, and then the next motherfucker. It's like, make up your goddamn mind, man. But I'm thinking Monday, if that motherfucker is still over there on his phone and in the bathroom for half an hour, you know, for doing that with that bag, I can't tell for sure if he did it, but how does a bag just all of a sudden just fall on me and I have dust all over me, and I look over and he's smiling? Come on. I mean, I know I'm older, maybe he likes to be a troll, whatever. Fuck you. My balls are still bigger. And yeah, so I wasn't a tattletale last night, but I was gonna tell the guy Troy, it's not his real name, but the assistant, that yo, man, your boy, he sure likes to be on his phone a lot, and he sure likes that bathroom, man. There's something in there, man. Every time he goes in there, he's, whew, yeah, I think he's watching Netflix or something, man. You know, I thought about telling him that, but I was too, I was really, really more upset with him, with what he had said. And it's just more fucking stress I don't want to deal with. Like, I'm trying to figure out CBD wise or Amazon over the counter pill wise what shit will work for me with anxiety, because it's coming back hard. And I found these gummies that do help. They're expensive, but yeah. problem is, I think I'm starting to build a tolerance. So I don't know. People on Facebook in this group I'm in, they swear by Delta 8. And I mean, last night they did. They were working, man. It was weird. I was like on another planet mentally, but I was also pissed off and my leg cramped up, and so they're laughing because I'm kind of limping and shit. I'm like, you motherfuckers. This one guy said he'd help me sweep because I had to clean both saws, you know? And so I asked him, I said, yo, when somebody's over there and they need to use both saws, do they like start cleaning like 10-15 minutes earlier?
I don't know.
I'm like, what do you mean you don't know? You've done it. So, yeah. I'm like, all right, whatever. And then he says,
Well, I can go over there and help you sweep.
all right, cool. And Lucy is up. Oh man, she is upset about something. And so yeah, I started fucking sweeping and cleaning up and shit. And finally it got to be like 10 minutes till and I'm done. And he comes walking over.
What happened, man? You're all done.
Like, yeah, you're slow. Get on my level, son. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that I hadn't had much sleep, and I don't know. It irritated the fuck out of me, man. Both scenarios. Maybe it's me overanalyzing it too much. Maybe when the assistant said,
oh, are you having more trouble with this saw? Because it seems like you are.
You know, it just came out like that. I didn't know if it was sarcastic or if it meant like, yo, is there an issue with the saw or whatever. It's just this material. I don't know. It's not really a hard job. It's just the fact I was really out of my mind. I didn't have a lot of sleep, and I drank like 3 monsters, and I'm like shaking at one point, and yeah, and so when he said that, then I got pissed off. I didn't say anything because there's, like I said, there's cameras up in the sky. But I'm like, God, you motherfucker. And that, that's what I thought he meant, like,
oh, you're too dumb for this machine?
Something like that. Like on YouTube, I could care less about trolls. They make me chuckle. But in real life, when somebody that you've known for a while, for a long time actually, and you've always been cool with each other, then out of the blue one day, they're just a fucking smartass and just putting you down and shit. It's like, what the fuck, bro? And I mean, yeah, I realize he's above me and shit, but fuck, come on, man. And that's another thing. We're not supposed to be on our cell phones, but yet I go up to talk to the motherfucking bosses upstairs, and what the fuck are they doing? Yeah. Where the fucking cameras at up in their fucking room? So yeah, I might be looking for a different job. I don't know yet. I might. I wish I could pay off the vehicles, That's the one thing that's holding me back is the vehicles. because we still got 2 car payments, and they're like $320 a piece. If those were done, then yeah, it wouldn't be a problem. If I made like, you know, even $10 less than what I'm making now, which it probably wouldn't be that much. It'd be like $3 less, or maybe $5 less. But you know, maybe I could go back to days and be able to spend more time with my family. And I think that would help with my stress level too, because I've tried so many pills for stress and anxiety and shit, and I don't know. The gummies work. They make you a little bit in la la land, but you know, as long as you're not totally sleepy, you'll be all right. But it looks like we might have a viewer. Do we got a viewer? If we got a viewer, say what's up, man. Click on multi-stream here. Yeah, man. Say what up, man. So yeah, I just came home. I was in a bad mood, and I just got a drink and a little shot of Fireball. I like this drink I made. It's Mike's Harder. What the hell was it? Yeah, I like my beer too, but sometimes I like Mike's. Mike's Harder Pineapple Mandarin. It's really good. That with a double shot of Fireball. Fucking beautiful. So what you gotta do is drink a little bit of that and then dump in the Fireball. It's good. Because like Fireball straight, I can drink it. It's not that bad. It's just I like to mix it in with shit. And yeah, I don't know. Work should just be fucking work. Oh, that's another goddamn thing that pissed me off last night. Like, it was just like everybody wanted to fucking piss me off. Like, everybody on the highway going 20 miles an hour. It's like, what are you doing, man? Fucking speed up a little bit. Let's go. I actually rolled down my window. I'm like, come on, man. Let's fucking go. Shit. It's 40 through here, man. Shit. Let's go. And, fuck, what was I gonna talk about? Damn dog. Threw me off track. No, I was really, like, excited about doing more creative stuff, like art and music, and especially music, doing more music for you guys and showing you guys how I make music. I'm hoping to try and get GarageBand hooked up on the PC so I can, on the fly, show you guys how I'm making songs on there. And I also want to like incorporate like me drumming as well on my Roland drum set, which it's supposed to be an adult drum set, but it feels like a kid set. So yeah, there is a Roland drum pad machine that I want to get. It's like, you know, it's bigger, so you got buttons and shit, and you can remix and all kinds of wacky dacky shit. And yeah, it's like $1,000, but it looks dope as shit. And you can keep like a rave party going on for hours. And I'm like, man, that'd be perfect for Twitch, man. And remixing some of the old songs from the old band. Fuck, that'd be gnarly. Yeah. But yeah, I was like, had a pretty good vibe about that. You know, I've been doodling a little bit, and eventually I want to get into painting, but I want to get good at drawing. I'm starting to get good at drawing skulls and faces and stuff. I'm a face guy. I like faces and scenery. and I don't know, just whatever. Weird shit. That's always fun. I like stuff that are creepy. Also, stuff with a lot of detail. Black and white is really cool. Uh, Weird, odd art. Uh, that one with the staircase where it goes up and then it like circles around and it's like the never-ending staircase. That one's like dope. When I first saw that, I'm like, yeah, I gotta learn to draw that shit. Um, One thing that I like to do is I take a piece of paper and I'll put it up on my boom. Right here is my monitor, um, or my separate monitor, I guess. And I'll bring up an image or something, and I'll just trace the image, and you know, I'll look at the picture after I'm done tracing, just a rough trace, and I'll look at the picture and I'll figure out, okay, where's the light source coming from? So like right now, the light source is right in front of me. So like, if I had the outline of me, the light source would be boom. And yeah, of course you can, if I move over a little bit, you can see that this side of my nose has more shade. So there's little itty bitty things like that. And then like my glasses, there's a shadow there. But if I move, now you got a whole different vibe going on. You know, so yeah, I dig shit like that, and so what I do anyway with the tracing is I do a rough trace of it, and then I make notes of where the shade stuff is. I'm like, okay, the light source is boom here. Here's the like here's his nose. Here's shade over there. Put shade, dark shade, glasses, thick ass eyebrows. Just whatever. Yeah, man, and fucking music. I've been working hard on that. And before I went to work, I was like, I was tired, but I was happy about shit. Like, I was happy about working on music, and we're going through the tapes of Edinburgh, or the camcorder tape, and the recorders and stuff. So I'm looking through all that, trying to anyway. Only so much time in the day, man. And yeah, I was in a good mood, and I get there and it's like the first thing they're telling me is slow down, slow down, slow down, oh, slow down, oh, my peepee hole, slow down. I'm like, motherfucker, I ain't slowing down until we're going back to goddamn 8-hour days. That saw is gonna go full speed ahead. Let's go. If you can't keep up or the line can't keep up, that ain't my motherfucking problem. And this motherfucker that, not even a line leader or nothing like that, he says to me, well, I'm going to need you to do this and this and this because you're not going to have any cards to put the material on. I'm like, no. First of all, you're not the boss. Second of all, I asked about doing that job and that job and that job, and they said no. So if you have a problem with that, you go talk to them. I don't give a shit. This is what I said to him, and he's fucking trying to argue with me about this shit. I'm like, dude, I don't fucking care. I'm not in the fucking mood. Trust me, I'm not in the fucking mood. I have other stuff I can do. I got other shit I can cut down, measure, put away. I got other shit that I can cut down to a different size, put that shit away. I gotta help the new kid out because he's fucking in space, you know. And I'm like, and he's still fucking arguing. He's one of them guys that just, you can't, I don't try and make him happy. I don't. But yeah, you can't please him. Like, you could say hello to him and he's like, I'm like, when I first started with him, he was like trying to be buddy buddy with me about, you know, because he heard that I was a gamer. So then he was trying to talk to me about PC gaming. No, not even PC gaming. Dungeons and Dragons, the card game. And no offense to you guys that play that game. If you do and you enjoy it, then hell yeah, that's awesome. I myself have never played it card wise or dice or whatever, but I can understand the appeal to it. But I'm like, you know, he's going on and on and on and on and on about it. I'm like, oh man, I don't do all that. I just get on my Xbox, my PlayStation, sit back with a cold beer and do my thing, man. Fuck all that nonsense. I'm not a sociable person, man. I don't do all that shit. And then he'd go on and on about PC gaming and PC specs, and he's a dungeon master, fucking level 128,246. And it's like, man, shut the fuck up. And he will just go on. Like, you guys think I'm babbling. Fuck. When I punch in to go to work, I hurry up and walk as fast as I can so I can get away from him. Because if I don't, then he'll go on and 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 on. It's like, come on, fuck. Shut the fuck up, man. Just shut the fuck up. And he'll say like fucking dumbass jokes that aren't even funny. It's like, but yeah, like last night he was going on and on saying, I'm gonna need you to do this and this. I'm like, no, I'm not. You can kiss my ass. Well, I'm like, no, you're not the fucking boss, dude. They told me to work on this. If you have a problem with that, go talk to them. Because I honestly don't give a shit. That's what I told him, just like that. And he was like, I'm like, yeah, I don't give a shit. Go talk to them. They'll tell you the same fucking thing. And he got stone quiet. I'm like, goddamn right, bitch. Get the fuck out of my fucking face. I hate that shit, man. You try and be a good person, a nice person, and people are just dicks to you. So, like, there's that guy. I don't even try to please that motherfucker. There's what happened with one of the higher ups, not the higher ups, but one of the bosses for the night. There's what happened there. There's what happened with a new kid, which, you know, he's a teenager, I'm sure. Gotta be 18, 19. No offense to anybody that's a teenager, but I mean, dude, like, why would you just dump a fucking bag of fucking dust all over me? Like, what the fuck are you doing? The fuck did I do to you? You know, I could see it if I fucked your mom. You know, but get the fuck out of here. So yeah, if that shit continues Monday, if that little fucker is on his phone and he's in the bathroom, you know, I hate being a telltale and all that shit, but this goes beyond that. This goes to that little shithead dumping that bag all over me and getting me full of fucking dust. Because I look over and the fucker's smiling and he's looking over at me. I'm like, you fucking prick. Like, yeah, I could have lost my cool or whatever. I could have said, hey, yo, man, he did this and this. And they could have looked it up on camera, but I didn't. I'm just like, whatever, dude, just whatever. But if that shit continues and he's on his fucking phone Monday, and he's in the bathroom for 20 minutes tops, at a time, yeah, I'll say some shit. I'll get his ass rode up or canned or something. But last night was rough, man. I told my wife, I was on the phone with her as I'm walking up to the break room. I'm asking her what they had for dinner and stuff, and I said, "Look, I'm probably just gonna have a Danish apple sweet roll or whatever the fuck it's called, sweet roll, Skyrim, hell yeah, yeah, some Danish roll I found. Look, it was good, apple, and another monster. Oh man." The caffeine finally wore off of me. Holy fuck. But yeah, I told her, yeah, just having kind of a bad night. Hopefully we can have a good night tomorrow. I gotta go listen to some metal, if you don't mind. I'm saying this shit in front of everybody else and by the machine to get all the pop and the sandwiches and shit. I said, I gotta go fucking outside and listen to fucking metal because I'm just having a bad fucking night. And they're looking at me. I'm like, I don't fucking care. Look at me, man. Just fucking take a picture and fucking lick it and fucking come all over it. I don't fucking care, you dick. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, what's the answer? Every job I've ever had, there's always been that one guy or one gal. But in this case, there's been a few, more than a few. Yeah, you guys in high school, man, keep this in mind. If you have like a part-time job and your boss is being pretty cool with you and whatever, and they're like, have time off to do homework and shit like that, keep this in mind. When you get a real job someday, well, I shouldn't say real job, like a part-time job is a real job, but like when you get a full-time job someday, especially if it's like just a labor type of job, manufacturing job, they don't give two fucking shits about, I don't know why I'm doing this a lot. They don't give two shits about like what's going on in your life. Nah. You're just a number. And I suppose if they ever come across this video, I suppose I'll probably get rolled up or fired, but I don't know why, because I'm not really incriminating myself. I'm just speaking up on my behalf. Because, like, what the fuck? There was a problem here. I tried to solve it, and I got criticized for that. There's a problem here. I tried to solve it. I got criticized for that. I'm being told to do this and this and this by somebody that's not a boss. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Who's in charge here, man? Like, come on. And then the person that is in charge is like cracking jokes and all this shit. And then he's like, it's like, what the fuck did I do to you guys, man? So, yeah. I try not to let it get to me. I try, but man, god damn, did it get to me last night. And I thought to myself, I had three energy sodas. I had 2 NOS's and 1 Monster, and maybe 4 actually, because I was really tired, and I'm still up. So tired that I can't sleep. And yeah, and I don't know. I don't get that, man. Like, why can't we just work as a team? If I'm ahead, why can't I help somebody else out with something? Whatever. Uh, And like when I fucked up on that one order, I apologized. I was like, sorry it took a little bit longer. I fucked up. I put the parts on a different section or whatever, but I fixed it. It's all good. I double checked it, triple checked it, made sure she liked it. I kind of threw that in there so he'd laugh, and he did. And so I'm like, okay, cool, we're good. And they were so worried about it, and they didn't even fucking work on that fucking cart that night or last night. I'm like, well, what was the fucking hurry? You guys didn't even work on it. Like, what the fuck? And yeah, and then you get the other guy that's wanting me to do this job and that job and this job, and it's like, you're not even a fucking boss, son. You've only been here 5 years. Get the fuck out of here. Years, younger kids out there, when you get a full-time job, the seniors, like, I'd be considered a senior. I like to age myself, but yeah, I got a couple years in, man. I'd be 21 years now, I guess. I think maybe 22. I don't know. I've lost track. 21, I think. Yeah, 21. But that doesn't mean nothing. Like, I could lose my cool and be kicked out of there, and you're done. And that's why I'm picking my words very carefully on here to make sure that they don't come back and say, oh, well, you said this and this and this on the internet, blah 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 blah. I'm like, no, I didn't say his name. I didn't say his name. I didn't say his name. Blah blah blah. And maybe the he that I was talking about, maybe that was a lady. Did you ever think of that? So that's why I do what I do there. But this is kind of refreshing for me. It's kind of like a journal entry. So expect more of this shit, I guess, in the future. It's kind of therapeutic in a way. I'm going to be seeing a therapist pretty soon. An anxiety specialist. I almost thought about canceling it, but I'd like to see what she thinks of my brain. I'd like to see her tear apart my brain and figure it out. That would be interesting. It would be kind of cool if me and my daughter could go, because my daughter has some anxiety too. But yeah, I'm just like sick and tired of being sick and tired, man. And that's that in a nutshell. Oh, and another thing was, like, after I got so pissed off about everything, people would talk to me. I wouldn't say a fucking word. Not a fucking word. I'd just keep on walking by. Hey, Mike, hey, Mike. Like, just totally different than what I am on here. And then, like, the other guy was going on, we don't have any cards. And then, like, he wanted me to reply. I'm like, I just kept on walking. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. Give me one reason to care. Because I don't. I'm doing my job. You're not doing your job. So, fuck you. I'll figure something out. I'm sure they got something for me to do. I'm sure. Every fucking night, I gotta hear from this guy. Slow down, slow down. I can't do my job. I'm a dungeon master. I'm a dungeon master. That's where that comes from. He's a dungeon master. One of them guys that, like, if he gets to talking to you and you're just like, oh fuck, not this guy. Oh shit. Yeah, I babble a lot, but actually in real life, I'm not very sociable, really. I prefer to keep to myself and You know, when I go to work, I just do my job, and that's that, man. I don't sit with anybody. There's a couple of guys that I'm cool with. You know, we're on Facebook together, and I used to work during the day, so couple, let's see, a couple guys and a gal from day shift that I have on my friends list on Facebook, and we chat up. And yeah, you know, it's all good. But like when people are dicks for no reason, it's like, just explain to me, like, why, man? Does it make your dick hard? Does it make your pussy wet? Like what? I mean, I don't get it. I don't know. Just fucking, you know, I always thought, like, you know, the trolls on the internet, like, I like to see them say that to my fucking face, you know. And now they have, like, people I work with. I thought that I trusted. I thought that were good people, and now they're just being dicks. You know, it's like, all right, I get it. All right, okay. Well, you need fucking attention. All right. So I don't know. Just sick and tired of being sick and tired, I guess. But yeah, I want to do some streaming today. I need to sleep a lot. I'm cranky. Man, when they pissed me off at work, man, I was in such a rotten mood. I didn't. Somebody would go and speak to me and just like, and I'd be doing my job and I'm cursing to myself. I'm like, fuck, fuck. Like, I'm not even mad about anything. I'm just doing it, you know, for the hell of it. Just to let people know I'm not in a good fucking mood, you know? Just fucking stay away from me. Alright, man. I have to blow up a hospital. I'm working on it. Oh. You want to know how I got these scars? Let's put a smile on that face. Yeah, I'm working on it. I kind of try not to do an exact impression of it. Just kind of, you know, take little bits and pieces from it and make something new. Not a new joke or anything. Which, by the way, the newest Joker, the last Joker movie with Phoenix, when he's dancing down the stairs, if you look at the Big Lebowski, there's a trip scene or something, and there's like these showgirls dancing around, and he's dancing down these stairs, and I swear to God, it's the same exact dance. So, yeah, it's pretty rad. I was like, I wonder if they borrowed that and didn't say that, because it's quite the unique dance that he does, Joker, on that movie. But there are some of the same sort of dance moves that they do on the Big Lebowski, like the kicks and stuff like that. I wouldn't say it's like 100% the same, but there are a few things that is a little similar, and it's a crazy fucking movie. Somebody told me about it. I'm like, yeah, I've heard about it, and yeah, finally got to watching it. I'm like, that's a fucking weird movie. All right, and I think spoiler alert. I think it said Julianne Moore was in it, and yeah, she comes in full frontal. I'm like, damn. I'm like, that's Julianne Moore. Oh shit. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me on that one. I thought I I thought I saw that in the credits at the beginning. I think it looks like her anyway. I don't know. I was busy looking at something else. You know what I'm saying? Bit of good. Ah, shit. But yeah, it's therapeutic to do shit like this. And if you guys have made it this far, man, let me know what you guys think. If I'm in the wrong to feel this way, like I just went to work and I get bitched at, and it's like, what the fuck? The fuck did I do to you guys? You know, I'm a little bit tired. I understand that, but I could see it if I'm falling asleep and, you know, cutting material that's a different color or, you know, whatever, cutting my finger off or some shit. But I'm not, you know, I'm just doing my thing. In fact, everybody's telling me to slow down, which if I slow it down any slower, I'll fall asleep. So, I suppose, man. Well, for the one viewer that has stuck around, thank you for watching, man. It's too bad you didn't comment away. Just give me a thumbs up if you would. That'd be cool. Appreciate it. Maybe you are chatting away. Maybe I just haven't seen it. It might be Hanky. I don't know. So, no. Now it's saying, I don't know if it's saying how many people are watching or not. One watching. I don't know. But yeah, thinking about if I have time today, after I'm done taking a little nappy poo, might restart the campaign on Call of Duty, because I think we have a new zombies map coming out this week, Thursday. So yeah, I'll be wanting to play that for sure. But I thought about streaming the whole entire campaign on the hardest difficulty on Crack of Duty, just for the hell of it. Hopefully no problems, hopefully no lag issues or mic issues or whatever, because that would suck. So usually I can beat a Call of Duty game in one sitting. It's like, for me, usually they say you can beat it in like 5 to 6 hours. For me, it's about 7 to 8 because I tend to die a lot, you know. But yeah, that's something I thought about doing today. Something different. Probably won't talk a whole lot through it, but that, and if I can figure out how to get the phone on the TV, on the computer, and I can figure out how to play around with GarageBand, a music software thing on my phone. If I can get that working so you guys can see it, that'd be fresh. Like the Fresh Prince, you know? But if not, then I suppose I can make the beats on there and whatever else, and then send it to the computer, and then I could show you guys what I'm working on the computer after I've done the beats and shit. And there's a lot of musical ideas I want to do. And that was like another thing. I went to work yesterday. I was in a great fucking mood because I had all these musical ideas. I'm like, yeah, man, I want to mix fucking some of our old school shit that we did in the band with this new technology, and just, yeah, dude, fuck yeah. I was so excited. And then, man, I get to work and it's just like, this person gets you down, this person getting you down, this person getting you down. And like I said, I didn't have much sleep, and the CBD gummies were starting to hit me. I'm like, oh fuck, give me a Monster. So I got a Monster, and it was kind of level each other out. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm tired, as you can tell. But yeah, I was kind of level until they started to piss me off a little bit. Then I got really fucking irritated. And I'm just like, don't anybody fucking talk to me, man. Don't anybody fucking talk to me. I was like Al Pacino, man. Don't fucking talk to me. Nobody fucking talk to me. No. Fuck anybody. Fuck the Diaz brothers. About the best I can do. Oh, you think you're funny, huh? No, I can't do it. Like I said, I like to not really do impressions. I like to take little things and combine them. I'd like to learn Italian language and Spanish and mix that in. That'd be cool. I really want to learn those two languages. Maybe we might do something like that on the channel. Maybe I don't know. Maybe there's a master class that I can sign up for and learn how to speak different languages. That'd be fucking rad, dude. You know, and I could like start speaking Italian all sexy. Hell yeah. And then speak to my wife in Spanish, all sexy, like, be like, ooh la la, señorita. That'd be dope. Oh, that reminds me, I was trying to do like an English impression to a buddy of mine who's across seas. Oh, let's see what he says. Kai, I'm talking about you. He says, laugh my ass off. The Spanish accent is good. Britain accent, however, sounds like you're trying to be the Godfather. It's hard to get a British accent down because there are just so many of them, like absolutely shit tons. Yeah, that's true. You know, you got, I think Upper England, I think, is more like poshy, like, not to sound rude or anything, like they're more rich and they're like maybe they talk more fancy, like care about their money. Maybe I do talk like the Godfather. Maybe he's right. I don't know. But I've heard that anyway. Correct me if I'm wrong. That they have more money or something up there, so some people can be snotty, some might not be. But and then like of course Australia, they, you know, I love Australian accent. That's fucking cool. G'day, mate. How you doing? I love that shit. Well, British accent down because there are so many of them, like absolutely tons. It depends on what you're going for, really, because I'm from the northeast of England. And he sent me a link. Obviously, I don't speak like this, but this is what most people. Cool. I'll check it out. Yeah, you know, like, that's kind of the cool thing about social media that I never really knew about back when I was a kid. I always thought I was a freak, you know, and maybe I am. I don't know. But I always thought that I could never talk to girls or whatever, and you know, anxiety would get the best of me or whatever and shit. And you know, eventually as I grew up, and we got phones and stuff, we got Facebook, especially Facebook. You learn that there's other groups. Like I'm on an anxiety group. I'm on a drinking group. I'm on a like try not to drink group. Try not to drink group. Say that 20 times fast while drunk. But yeah, we try and help each other out. You know, I still have a drink, but I don't like get wasted, passed out, and puking on myself. I still like to have a drink. But you know, I only really, guys, I really only have a tall can like that, like Friday night and Saturday night. That's it. I can't any other time, man. I work too damn much. Um, and I want to get up and stream for you guys, but man, I've been so fucking tired lately. And when I do get on, nobody's on, man. Where you guys at, man? Wake up. I'm trying to give you guys my last bit of energy I have, man. So if you're in the chat, chat away. But yeah, that was rough. That was a rough night. I just wanted to document that because it just shows some of humanity, you know? Like you can tell that somebody's in a bad mood and you just keep poking at him and shit, and it's just like, motherfucker, if you don't fucking stop, I swear to God, I'm gonna break your goddamn finger. And yeah, unfortunately, we got some people outside of work in our inner circle, I guess we'll call it. Not my wife or my daughter or anything like that, but like people around the neighborhood that are kind of like that. They just like to annoy me, do shit to my wife and my daughter, say shit to them, and yeah, they won't say that when I'm around, but when I'm at work, they do what they do. So I tried to not think about it, but man, it's rough, man. It's rough. I'm like, what the fuck did I do to you guys, man? Why are you talking to my wife like that, man? What the fuck? So yeah, that's one thing I'm not cool with, especially with my daughter too. Like, as one guy said, he was my daughter's boyfriend. I'm like, no, you're not. You're 19 years old. No, you're not. And even she was like, no, you're not. I'm like, we'll cut it off, dude. Like, seriously. Fuck, man. Oh, where's everybody at, man? Where's the party? I have to get some sleep and get on later tonight and rock it out, flying high again style. Thought about jamming out. I'd like to jam out some songs for you, but YouTube and their copyright bullshit. I'm gonna be saving up for a Roland. I think it's called a Roland TDRS drum machine. $1,000, but it does all kinds of wacky dacky shit. You know, you can have, of course, different drum sounds and shit. There's buttons on and you can do different samples and shit. Like, I could say and that could be the snare, you know. It'd be like you know. And I think on the fly I could add in guitar. I don't know for sure on that. I would like to have, that's what I would like to have for like Twitch, the music scene on Twitch. I'd like to have something where I can just have a party going and just, you know, a lot of people have the fucking colored lights going on and off. I can do that too, but I kind of dig this, you know. But I'd like to have a setup, a lighting kind of like this, and have like a turntable, drum machine and something else that makes it so I can loop something like a guitar riff or a bass riff. So yeah, man, we fucking get drums going. Then I get over to the turntable. You know, and I'm just going nuts, right? And then like I get the guitar on, and then I play a little solo. I'm like, and then I loop that. And then like I think you can even take the pitch down and it would be the same timing. So, you know, we could sample that guitar riff or solo or whatever for 4 bars. I I got so many ideas flowing. Just not enough time in the day, man. And yeah, man, I wish I could look for a different job, but like I said, you know, I've been there so long that right now I don't know if we can afford for me to find a different job that pays like $5 less, you know. Because, you know, I've been there a while and those yearly raises, they add up. So, and plus all this overtime, it sucks. It's a pain in the ass. It's tiring. It's overwhelming. But them paychecks, man, like that rolling kit thingamajiggy can be here in no time. I told my wife at work last night, I was so pissed off. I said, I'm getting a tattoo tomorrow. And she's like, okay. I'm either going to get, I can't decide yet. I'm either going to get, they said it's $100 an hour. So I think the Black Sabbath idea might be 2 hours, probably, maybe an hour. But because the ribs are supposed to hurt the most, and I finally lost the weight, and I'm keeping it off, I want to get all my ribs for that pain reason. Is the Black Sabbath, I think, album 3, the one with the Snowblind, with the purple Black Sabbath logo. So have black like in the background with the Black Sabbath and purple. Yeah, I don't know though, because it is a different album that this song comes from. So I don't know. I could just put like, oh, I want the quote or song lyric, "Killing Yourself to Live." It's a song they have, but it's not actually from that album. But I'd love to have that logo. But with it being there, it probably would over time look like shit. So if it was just letterings, like, and not fancy fucking cursive fucking shit, I just want, you know, scratchy marks. I want like make it look like a kid wrote it. That's, I think I might do something like that. That's one idea, is killing yourself to live. Maybe I think colon or dash Black Sabbath, you know, like as a quote with quotes on it. Hopefully they don't misspell it. But it's got to stand out. It can't be like, there you go. Like, it's gotta pop a little bit. And that's what I thought about the Black Sabbath logo. I thought that'd be kind of cool. Or maybe have a skull. I love skulls. So, something like that would be badass. And maybe just, like I said, I see that a lot, like the dash BS or Black Sabbath. I'd pay more for the Black Sabbath. I mean, it's just a few more fucking letters. You know, it doesn't have to be all fucking cursive. I actually don't prefer that. I prefer just a fucking nice, clean font. Yeah. And shit, when I told her that, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get a tattoo tomorrow. Okay. Because, you know, I get upset with her when she spends money and doesn't tell me or whatever, and I feel bad about it because I've said mean things and I've apologized, of course, but you know, that just kind of came out of the blue for me. But then again, I wasn't, and I still ain't in the right headspace. But I'm still probably gonna go get one today. In fact, I think I will because, like, I'm just in that headspace that I don't fucking care. I mean, I do care. I care about my family. That's it. Yeah. Well, and you guys too. I mean, I consider you guys my family. Not subs, fucking family. You know, homies. You know, or you know, if family's too much, we're homies. All right, cool. But haters, I don't fucking give a shit, man. You guys crack me up. But the other idea, but yeah, I wanted it on the ribs because that's supposed to be painful. But I want it to stand out as like a skull or something. Make it painful, you know, for a reason. Because killing yourself to live, well, that sounds painful. So, but it is true. Like every day, we're fucking working our asses off. And for what? Just to pay to get through ends meet, you know, or whatever the saying is. I used to, I think I said this before, but I used to think that, you know, God, man, if I could make a little more overtime and some extra money, I could pay shit off and would be so much more happier and wouldn't have any stress. And I think the word that I'm thinking of is caveat. There's one caveat to that. I think that's the word I'm thinking of. The weird thing is, yeah, now I am working this overtime. I am making this extra money. We're paying shit off. That's great. You know, we're getting money put aside in savings. We're setting up for our 20th anniversary next year. We're thinking about going to Colorado. Might go to the Stanley Hotel. Not sure yet. But yeah, we never really had a honeymoon by ourselves. We went to Disneyland and LA and Hoover Dam and Las Vegas. Went to a lot of places down there. Arizona. Great place, man. I want to go back. Hotter than fucking shit, though, man. Man, how you guys can live with that heat is beyond me, man. But that LA traffic, holy shit. But one thing that is rad as fuck is when you're driving out in Arizona and you're coming up, or is it, no, Nevada, my bad. When you're driving in like the desert and you're coming up to Las Vegas and you see all the fucking lights coming up, and I shit you not, you know, I was getting flashbacks of the video game Grand Theft Auto San Andreas because that's based off of LA and I think parts of, yeah, Vegas and, the desert and all that stuff. And I was like, man. And I remembered that song, been through the desert on a horse with no rain. Felt good to be out on the rain. And I remember, like, god damn, I remember jamming out to that in the game in the desert when the sun was just going down, and it was like a, no, as weird as it sounds, it was a purple haze. It wasn't like a weird sunset that was like, you know, golden or whatever. It was purple. I mean, I wasn't on any drugs or anything. It was like a purple to black haze. Maybe that's where purple haze comes from. I don't know. If you guys know where purple haze comes from, let me know. But yeah, it was a weird purple look to the night. And I was driving, everybody else was asleep, and we're driving up to Vegas. And so I put on that song. I I think I had like an MP3 player, and I listened to that song. I was like, man, I'm in the video game now. Fuck yeah, this is gnarly. And yeah, it was a badass, man. I definitely want to go back. Um, there's so many places, man, I want to go to. Fucking Alaska, Europe, Australia, um, of course, Colorado. We want to go to. Wyoming looks fucking amazing. Um, I don't know. Of course, haunted places I always want to go to. Um, but we gotta step our game up, man. We gotta go to the best of the best, like the most haunted. And I think I'll be the solo paranormal guy, because I'm that fucking crazy, you know. Um, so yeah, if that's the case, I gotta have no fear. I gotta go in all the way. Um, so like the oh shit, what is it called? It's a bar, Mackey's Bar or something like that. Mackey's Pub. No, it's not a pub. It's a bar here in the States. Mackey or something like that. It's a bar where glasses would break, and it was on Portals to Hell. Place in Massachusetts that's supposed to be pretty wild. I think it's the house that was based off of, or the Conjuring was based off of. Uh, Kindred Spirits did a thing there. Um, but I would love to have a team. I'd love to have a team. A guy I know, he's a skeptic. I'd love to have him come. Um, as long as he's not fucking around and he's like tapping on walls and shit. Like, take it serious. If you're a skeptic, just, stand by, keep to the side and just listen. Um, like just last night or tonight or whatever, this morning, I don't know. I was gonna play guitar and I just tuned the damn thing up. And I laid it on the back of this couch. This couch, I wasn't sitting on it. It was perfectly still, and this guitar was not gonna go anywhere. Like I checked it, I made sure that it was not gonna go anywhere because I didn't want to tune it again. It took me forever to tune the damn thing. And I get up and I go to set up the stream or something, I believe on Facebook, and I shit you not, the fucking guitar goes kind of, not, I wouldn't say violently, but it fucking went across the room. I didn't see it, but yeah, it was like a good 2 feet away from the couch. I'm like, what the fuck? Because I could see it if like the couch or the chair, I got up too quick and it bounced back, but I was already up. But not only that, the guitar would just flop over. This was like fucking thrown. And I'm like, great, now we're getting poltergeist shit. What the fuck? I got this shit I gotta deal with. I got work shit I gotta deal with. God damn, son. I don't know, man. You guys gotta help me get some more subs here on YouTube and Twitch, man. So we can make this shit happen, man. So I can retire and, we can do some shit. We can play some games. And I'd love to game with you guys, man. That'd be the fucking shit. One thing that I've seen a lot, though, on YouTube that pisses me off. I know a lot of people use ad blocker. I've never really looked into it myself. But yeah, like YouTube is really every video you get, there's like 20 ads. It's like worse than TV. And I can't monetize my videos right now because I don't have 1,000 subs, and I think I got plenty of watch time hours, but I just need that 1,000. But I'm not worried about it. I mean, if we get there, we get there. If not, that's fine. As long as I got my group of friends, it's all good. We can all rely on each other. Maybe we can get a Discord going, something like that. That'd be kind of cool. I just gotta figure it out. I got it on my phone, but I don't know how it works. Talked to my buddy Kai on there the other day. What else? Shit. Definitely gotta get some sleep, man. Yeah, I'll let you guys know how that appointment goes with the anxiety specialist. That should be interesting. I don't know exactly how it's going to go. I mean, I was hoping that maybe I could get prescribed like medical marijuana. Like hopefully joking around with her, being like, man, I've tried this off Amazon, I've tried this CBD gummy, I've tried that CBD gummy, and there was one that worked one time, and the next time it didn't, and it's just not consistent. I need something that keeps me level, keeps me sane, and if I gotta pay a little bit more with my insurance, fine, so be it. I mean, I wish medical marijuana was legal in Iowa. Like, that'd be great. But that's what I was going to tell her. But I looked it up, and yeah, it's not legal. So, but then again, I work in Nebraska, so I don't know if it's different in Nebraska. But I suppose medical marijuana, they probably put like just a tad bit of it in a fucking pill. And it's probably damn near nothing. So yeah, I'm an advocate. I think it should be legal. I don't know why it's not. I mean, there's too many people going to fucking prison for it. Think of all the money, we can make. The drug dealers won't be too happy, but at least everybody can be a little bit more happy and not always mad all the time. I mean, look at everybody that goes and smokes cigarettes on their break. How long does that nicotine buzz last? Not very long. I know. I used to be a smoker. But with weed, it'll last a while. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can work on, depending on where you work. I mean, I wouldn't, if you're a cab driver, and so like some sort of driver, truck driver, or whatever, maybe you guys can do it. I don't know. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't recommend it with driving or using heavy machinery. But, if you're a desk job or you got to call people all day, I don't see what the fucking problem is. It's not any different than fucking a smoke break. It's a little buzz that lasts a little bit longer. And hey, it keeps you in a happy mood. I mean, what's the fucking problem? You know, less fights, people get along better. Hallelujah. You know, fuck. Your God gave us this fucking plant. Fucking let's sell it. Why fucking put people in prison over this shit, man? It's fucking stupid. So, yeah. Someday. Yeah, man. Next year we'll go to Colorado, me and the wife. That's the idea. And I might partake. But yeah, I am. It sucks just seeing it not being even remotely discussed in Iowa as far as it being legalized. Like, what the fuck? Why? Like, I hear about people that get so many years in prison over it, and it's like, what? And somebody else that was, I don't know, a fucking pedophile or something, they only got like a year or two, and what? Like, keep them motherfuckers locked up for life, man. That motherfucker that had like just a fucking pipe full of weed, let him out. Jesus, he was just having a good time. Let his fucking ass out. I don't know. I think it's stupid. So, someday, when I die, that's what's gonna happen. The day when I die, or a year or two after that, then I will be it'll be the last state to be like, oh yeah, okay, well he's gone, let's legalize it. Shit. Yeah, but the CBD gummies that I bought last night at work, man, between, like I said, with the lack of sleep, the gummies, I had 3 of them throughout the night. You're only supposed to take one, but I'm a bigger guy, not terribly big, but 190 pounds. But it just seems like one doesn't do anything. I mean, it works, but not all night. So I got 3 breaks. I take one on every break, except for the last one. I take one when I first get there, and first break, second break, yada yada yada. But yeah, like, that would keep me kind of level-headed, zen, focused. But it wasn't enough last night. It wasn't enough because, man, they were saying things to get under my fucking skin, and it's just not cool, man. It's kind of like you know, football with my dad and my brother. For years, I've never watched football. Growing up, they would love football. They would always watch football and blah blah blah, and I always talk about it. And I'll admit it. I was jealous of the relationship that my brother Chris had with my dad over football and military and all that. But yeah, they would watch football and they'd be, you know, hooping and hollering. I'm like, I have no idea what's going on. And recently, in the last couple of years, I've gotten into it. Like with boxing and UFC, I played the games first. That got me into it. Then I watched it in real life. I'm like, I dig it. And yeah, I love having a tall can of beer or two, watching a game, watching a fight. Um, Dude, fucking, now that I understand football, like, it's great to sit back with a nice cold drink and watch a really good close game, uh, games where the other team, they're not going to come back. I just, but I don't really have a team. I'm just like, I just watch it. I can't watch every game, but if I was to look for a daytime job, then yeah, I could. I could watch more games, and I think it would mean a lot more to my daughter if I was around a lot more. I think that's what's getting to her and getting to me. Especially, I think she's going to be going back to school, like in school, because we got our COVID shots and all that shit. Um, they say we're 95% sure. 95. So what about the other 5%? Oh, you didn't think about that. Um, but yeah, I think she needs to go back. I think it's important. I think she needs to be with her peers and all that. And, you know, get a boyfriend, whatever. Experience life, you know. Do stupid shit, you know. Hopefully not, you know, end up in jail. You know, Brooke, if you're ever watching this, you know, I'll say this to your, you know, even in your 20s. Uh, if you go to a party and you have a drink, uh, don't fucking drive. Call me. Just call me. I'll get it. I'll understand. Just tell me. Just say, Dad, I drank. I can't drive. Can you come get me? I'll, you know, because I work at night, usually till 2. So if she's at a party, say on a Friday or a Saturday night, and it's late, it's 1 o'clock in the morning or so, like, all right, well, I work till 2. Well, actually, Saturday night I'd work till midnight. So yeah, that's usually party time. I would tell her, all right, don't fucking drive. Just stay there. I'm off at midnight. Just stay right there. Put the GPS in. I'll be on my way. I'll come get you. Oh, but Dad, I'm fine, man. It's just a drink, man. I had a little smoke. I'm fine. No, just stay there. Damn it, just stay there. So, Brooke, if you're ever watching this, I mean it. Like, you know, maybe you don't want to party. Uh, if that's the case, that's the case. That's great. Some people do. Some people. I was a fucking Motley Crue wannabe when I was a kid, and even an adult. You know, trying to be the wild guy, and I was. I did some stupid shit. And I've gotten in the vehicle, and I shouldn't have been in the vehicle. And yeah, I just wanted to know. Just call me. I'm not gonna, like, I'll get upset if you get behind the wheel, even if you've had like a couple beers or whatever, and you think you're fine. No, I don't care if you think you're fine. Just fucking call me. Because if you get pulled over, cop smells it on you, does a test, then that's on your record. That's not going off your record. I don't know how it works. You might spend a night or 2 in jail. And I ain't gonna bail you out like you fucked up. And think about this, Brooke. Or anybody else, any other kids. Think about this for a minute. I'm telling you, man. Call your parents. If you're drinking at a party, don't fucking drive, man. Call a friend or your parents or somebody, because yeah, you may think you're fine, but then you get on the road, you're playing with your phone or something, not paying attention, and boom, you hit a car, and you hit it hard. You hit it on the passenger side, and guess what's on the passenger side? A fucking baby, brand new newborn baby, and you just killed it. Now what? So, Is it worth it? Is it worth it to... No. Nope. When I was in high school, we had this party. It was out in the boonies. My junior year of high school, the very end of the year, and we got fucked up. And I had my Buick, what the fuck was it? No, Cutlass. Buick Cutlass? Something. It was a Cutlass. Gray one. I had a blue one and a gray one. Something about Cutlasses my dad liked. I don't know. I don't even know if you can find them anymore. I don't know. But, yeah, it was out in the middle of this fucking cornfield somewhere. And I was invited. So, of course, me knowing the Led Zeppelin parties and the fucking Ozzy parties and the Motley Crue parties and all this shit, and I want to be that guy. I am like one of the first guys there. I'm like, all right, crack one open, let's go. And I get there and there's like this 10-year-old kid, and he's drinking some fucking Budweiser. I'm like, how old are you? He's like, 9. What the fuck? And I'm like, all right, it's different. I was pretty young when I had my first drink. But yeah, that's besides the point. But yeah, we got fucked up and, drinking too much, getting high, all that shit. And I knew, I drank so much and smoked a little bit, and I knew there was no way I could drive anywhere. I could barely make it to a tree to piss. These one girls were helping me to get over to this tree because I couldn't walk, and I actually still have a scar on my leg from walking into the tree branch. And they're like, "Are you all right?" I'm like, "Yeah." And they really did. They helped me over to this tree, and as I'm like getting ready to, go pee, they're like, "You gonna be okay?" And I'm like, "Man, you could help me hold it, man. I might need assistance with that." And they're like, "Mikey, you're fucking crazy." I'm like, "Yeah, I know." And then as they're walking away, I think I said, "Hey." They're like, "What?" And then as I'm peeing, I like turn around and I flash, "Ha." And it was a fucking wild night. Like, yeah, we all went fucking bananas. And I remember I had a denim jacket back in the 80s, or 80s, the 90s, late 90s, 96 it would have been. And I remember waking up on a Saturday morning in the back of the Cutlass and just a hangover from hell. And, man, it just felt like shit. I think I woke up and puked, probably. I heard I puked in the back of this one guy's truck or on the side of it or something. He won't let me live that one down. But here's the funny part. I get to, there's a gas station in the small town that I grew up in. I get to this gas station and my dad always goes there for coffee. He still does. And I put my denim jacket back on, a little chilly. And I'm going in there to get a soda. They didn't have energy sodas back then. At least I didn't think so. Yeah, I'm getting like a Mountain Dew or something, or Coke. And these guys are all looking at me. My dad's looking at me, and they're all. And I'm like, what the fuck? Hi, Dad. And he's like, so I get home, and my mom's like, what in the hell you got on your jacket? Fucking puke all over the back of my jacket, man. Fucking gnarly. So yeah, pretty rad. I could tell you guys some stories, man. We could do that, make that a series of stories that of crazy true things that I've done in college and some of the parties I've been to. Some of the ones from high school are a bit fuzzy, but some of the ones in college were pretty wild and fun. A lot of fun. But yeah, I don't know. We could talk about that on another stream. Just do it as one stream because there's not like a ton of parties, but there's some that stand out, and yeah, like there was this one girl that I'm pretty sure she had a interest in me because she'd come over a lot, but she'd talk about her boyfriend nonstop, and it was like, well, dude, you came over here in a tank top and really short shorts, and like you're looking legit, like you're looking pretty skimpy, but like you're wondering if we want to hang out, but yet you're still talking about your fucking boyfriend. Like, make up your fucking mind. Like, you're not gonna cheat on your boyfriend. Like, you're either gonna dump him and then come over, or we're not gonna talk. Like, tell him to go, and then we'll talk about getting in the bedroom. Or in the shower or whatever else. Man, we had some times, man, in the dorms. We should make that a different stream. That'd be fun. There's really nobody watching right now. I'm just chatting away, just documenting how I feel tonight or today. I'm gonna sleep so fucking good. Damn, dude, it was a fucking rough night. It was rough. But yeah, like thinking about stories like that from way back when I did some crazy shit, uh, it puts a smile on my face, and it's like, yeah, you know, I was a rock star for a day or two. I did some fun shit. Um, so yeah, there's some uh, high school parties that we could talk about that I still remember slightly. My first drink, I remember very vividly. I didn't get sick or nothing. Let's see. Of course, college, conveniently located right next door to a very popular um, food chain, which has its own alcohol department called Wine and Spirits. Yeah, right down the road from the college. So, on the weekends, I'd have the college dorms all to myself, and down the hallway, there was a dorm of girls, and they'd come over, and we'd all hang out. And, some of the stuff my wife doesn't even know about, like, we weren't even dating. But, I mean, we started dating when I was in college, but some of these parties were yeah, they were before we started dating, so I'm in the clear there. So I can talk about them. My daughter probably won't be too happy, but yeah. But yeah, they happened before we started dating. So, I didn't like fuck any of them or anything like that, but you know, we had some fun. There's some other college parties that Mikey had some fun. And yeah, I think we can make that a stream in itself. Because, yeah, I can make it a series, but nah, man, let's just do it one go and hell yeah. But fuck, man, I'm getting tired as fuck. Well, I've been tired as fuck, so shit. Time is now almost 7. I get about 5 hours of sleep, 5 or 6. Wake up at about 1 or 2. 2 would be ideal. Yeah. I just wanted to, like I said, just talk about that shit at work. I normally don't want to talk about work on here, but sometimes you just gotta get shit off your chest. And I don't really think I'm saying anything to get myself in trouble. I'm just saying the truth. You know, they're being out of line. You know, honestly, they were. Like, the new kid, I don't know what his fucking deal was. The assistant manager, I don't know what his smart ass remark was all about. And why that new kid fucking tipped over this bag that had dust all over it on top of me. I don't know what the fuck that was all about. And then I was supposed to get help at the end of the night cleaning up. Never got any fucking help there. And yeah. I was just like, I had to talk about it. And so, yeah, so if the place where I work at, I'm not saying it's a bad place. I'm not saying that. It's a good place to work at. I'm just saying, what the fuck? Like, I can't speak up for myself there, so that's why I'm talking on here, because I'm not naming names. You know, I'm just saying how I feel about the situation. So if you see this someday, just know that, hey, I didn't name names. I didn't say the name of the company. I didn't say his or her name. And that's that. So you can't fire me. Give me one good reason. But I'm lucky I didn't get fired because I was so mad. Thankfully, I've learned with my anger management, I've learned to breathe, calm down, and I didn't start throwing shit because now we have fucking like 50 cameras up in the sky. And yeah, I used to be one of them guys where I get mad and slam dunk shit down, and I'm like, don't do that, don't do it. You know, and like this one other guy that I was talking about getting in my face about this and this and this. I'm like, I don't care. Whatever your issue is, whatever your thing is, I don't care. I'm doing what the boss wants me to do, and that's that. If you have a problem with it, go talk to him. And that's what I'm saying to the company right now. You know, if you see this someday, for how, I don't know, but that's that. I'm just like baffled. I'm like, what the fuck? So excuse my language, but this is my YouTube channel and I curse. So sorry. At the company, no, I wouldn't do this like in a meeting if I was to be wrote up or something like that. And as a matter of fact, if they wanted to write me up over something like this, I want to have everybody else in the room as well. The kid that fucking tipped the bag of dust over my head. Because, yeah, I've had that dust, that vinyl dust in my eye, on the upper part of my eye. And, yeah, I was out for 2 days. Because it fucking hurt. I could not get it out. We had to go to a specialist, and he had to get it out. All he did was just open the top eyelid open, and he fucking put his finger in there, and it just magically got on his finger, and I'm like, little tiny little white speck of vinyl. Like, motherfucker. So ever since then, I've been wearing these big ass goggles when I clean. Yeah, that gets shit. It gets everywhere. But I don't know. I think it's healthy to rant. And now I can see the company saying, "Oh well, he said this and this and this about the company." I'm not saying that. I'm not saying anything about the company about it being a bad company. It's a good company. They sell great products. I'm just saying what the fuck is going on with the attitude with some of the people. Like, I understand we're working overtime. Get over it, you know? It is what it is. Shit, it could be worse. I remember back in 2008 when the recession was going on and we were working like part-time. Trying to make ends meet with that? Shit. It's impossible. I mean, the money now is good. So yeah, I'm not complaining there. And I would just like to know an answer. I almost went up to that assistant manager and said at the end of the night and said, dude, you know what you said about me, you know, do I have more trouble on that saw or whatever? Was that directed at me as in like, is this machine more of a pain in the ass to work with, or is this more of a personal thing? Like, hey, why are you more stupid on this machine? You know, I almost fucking said that to him, but I'm like, you know, I don't want to burn bridges. You know, I want to be the fucking nice guy. And I'm sick of being the fucking nice guy. I am. I mean, I'm myself on here. I'll tell you straight up, I don't give a fuck about, you know, any fucking troll or whatever the fuck. I don't care. I keep that fucking comment in there. I don't care. It cracks me the fuck up. It makes my day. It makes my fucking nipples hard, so keep them coming. But no, you guys know who you are. They come by in the streams, and I appreciate the fuck out of you guys. I can't even talk. I'm getting so tired, man. Yeah, like Ozzy said, man, it gets me through. And yeah, you know, just keep counting down the years, man. We'll be retired someday. It's not that far off. You know, 20 some years, it'll be here before we know it. And we'll be doing this shit full time, man. I'll be that old motherfucker playing games. I'll have to get like some mega glasses because my eyes will be all old and fucked up. I don't know, maybe I thought about looking into getting the LASIK surgery. They told me years ago, we went up to look at it. They told me years ago that there is a chance that I would still have to wear glasses, but on the plus side, they wouldn't be as thick. See, I get these big ass motherfuckers because my lenses get to be so fucking thick that if I was to get the little metal ones, they like these already are drooping down, but these are old. I need to get some new ones. But yeah, I get bigger ones because the lenses, even though I get like the tinier fucking lenses or the thinner ones, they're not thin enough. So yeah, I need bigger frames. But they can put them on the other ones, but they just stick out like a sore thumb. And I'm just like, nah. But yeah, I thought about looking into the LASIK surgery and saying maybe, you know, they could fix it all up and I wouldn't have to get any glasses anymore. It'd be kind of dope. But, you know, if they say, well, you're still going to have to wear glasses anyway, then what's the point? Why fucking do it? You know, just suck it up. Be a man. Put on some fucking glasses, dude. And yeah, I'm getting fucking old, guys. I gotta fucking get bifocals, man. Yeah, fucking small letters on the bottles. I gotta do one of them old numbers, you know what I mean? Oh, fuck, man. It is 7 in the morning. I gotta get some sleep, man. Well, we'll talk later, man. Nobody's on here, but let me know if you watched it and what you think of this crazy story about work. And again, the place I work at, I'm not trying to say it's a bad company. I'm not trying to burn any bridges or anything like that. I just want to say that for the record, just in case this video gets a hold of them someday and they're like, oh, Mike, you said this and this and this. I'm like, well, no, I didn't say names. So there's that. I was just, you know, steamy and I was letting off some steam. I'm sorry, I apologize, but it is my channel. And it is freedom of speech, but I did not name names. So that's that. So, anyway, I suppose I should probably get to bed, get some sleepy poo. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I gotta finish cleaning up the room in here. I'm just about done. I've been cleaning up bits and pieces at a time. Might clean up a little bit more tomorrow or today. A little bit more Sunday. But yeah, maybe we'll do like a stream where we talk about, like I said, the parties and shit from some like high school, college parties, and even some of the parties that we did after college, band parties and stuff like that. Yeah, pretty wild stuff. I won't name names on that one either, but yeah. A lot of music stuff coming too, guys. So be on the lookout for that. I am in the works. I've been busy on the phone making beats and shit. Yeah, got a lot of stuff to edit, and we'll probably do that hopefully Sunday. I'll have the beats ready and I'll transfer them over to the computer, and then on the computer we can go and put them on Acid Music or whatever and mix it all together, and bada bing, bada boom, there you go. Thank you, ma'am. And yeah, what I like to do is, you know, come up with a basic beat and, you know, a bass in there, a drum and a bass at least to start off with, and maybe like whatever piano. Depends on how many instruments I want. If I want samples, if I want this and that, if I want the drums to be distorted sounding. I always want the drums to be heavy though, unless we're doing like a jazzy thing. But normally I try and keep them heavy. I want them to bump. I don't want that bass to bump. So what I usually do, I don't have like a system in my Jeep, but I can get it to bump pretty good. So what I'll do is I can actually take GarageBand on my phone, put it on Bluetooth in the Jeep, and actually edit the EQ while I'm listening to it in the Jeep, crank it up, be like, nah, we need some more bass. Nah, we need more mid, whatever, or less. Nah, crank the bass up just a touch. All right, that sounds good. That sounds good. That sounds fresh. Like, you can't, I don't care what headset you got, unless, well, that's a pain in the ass with the fucking iPhone. You can't fucking plug in a real headset. You gotta plug in a connector for that damn thing. Because for some reason they decide, yeah, that'd be a good idea. Let's put the headset, let's take that out and make it so you gotta buy an adapter where your charger goes to use a headset. Well thought out plan there, iPhone, or whatever. Just in it for the money. Yeah, and that adapter was like 30-50 bucks. I'm like, fuck you. But yeah, that's what I do is I'll start off, like I said, with a bass and drums. Make sure them are popping and nice and thumpy. And especially if I want that bass really low end, like if it's a hip hop beat and I want it dark. And I want to like boom, 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 boom. I want that bass just rumbling. Then I get GarageBand out there, and I will add. I know there's so much that you can do with the drums on there. There's so many drums on there, but I can add more drums with my roll-in drum set, and use samples from YouTube. Not necessarily steal somebody's drum beat, but like say somebody's showing off a bass drum, right? They're like, hey, this is the new bass drum. Boom, boom. This is the snare. You take them audio samples and then, I change them up a little bit. And then boom, you got a nice thumpy ass bass. You add that into the mix. Little tricks I've learned along the way. Vocals, I'm not the best at. I'm not the best singer in the world. I don't think. At least at high notes. I do like to scream. That's where I feel that I'm at my best. Not like high, but like I don't know, just aggressive, just mean. And I guess when I'm singing certain songs, I try and get like, I guess in a way psychotic about it, like, hey, motherfucker, yeah, that type of shit. Kind of like the Joker, but then you add in like death metal screams, and that's what I want to go for. And then I want to do some hip hop stuff where I'm like rapping a little bit. And I actually came up with something. I've had the REM pod on all night. It hasn't gone off yet. Yeah, that's something else I do at work. When it's slow, I'll get like a lyric idea. I'll write it down. This one's pretty dark, man. This will tell you how my night went. So, yeah. This will give you an idea. I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, but the future don't look bright. I just might find a tall ass building and jump. Well, the doctor said fight or flight, right? Think I get that backwards. Yeah, I do. Fight or flight. Yeah, it's fight or flight, right? All right. So let me do that again. Let me see if I can't rap it. The future don't look bright. I just might find a tall ass building and jump. Yeah, the doctor said fight or flight, right? All right. Something like that. more chill, laid back kind of style. I'm not Eminem. I can't even process that last song, Killer. I can't even process like what words are coming out of his mouth. It's so fucking fast. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Who are you trying to impress, bro? Just chill already. I in a way I miss the old M. I do, man. The funny M. I miss the old funny M. I wish he'd come back. The shady. This next part is this anxiety has its grip on me. This anxiety has its grip on me. I always fuck up, then feel guilty, but still I fuck up again. On subconscious, I can't even say that. Subconsciously. Is that even a word? Unconscious. Yeah, it's unconsciously. That's hard to say. Especially since I haven't had like any water. Unconsciously. Consciously. I'll have to work on that word. But yeah. Conscience. Unconsciously. I think that's the word. Let me try that again. This anxiety has its grip on me. I always fuck up, then feel guilty, but still I fuck up again unconsciously. I don't know if that's a word. It doesn't seem like that's a word, or maybe it is. I'm just not saying it right because I'm tired and stupid. Midwest side. And then I had something else that was really dark, and I wanted to write this down because it came to me. Like I said, I was in another dimension. I was like rocking 3 or 4 energy sodas. At least 3 or 4 of them gummies to try and keep level because I was keeping the energy sodas flowing so I could stay awake, but I was eating the gummies so I could keep level headed and not freak out because with my anxiety, caffeine, especially the energy soda, not good. And yeah, there were some times where I was starting to get the shakes because I was pissed off and I was like, and that was another idea of the tattoo. I was going to tell you guys, so the one idea for the tattoo is, like I said, the Black Sabbath on the rib, saying, killing yourself to live, killing yourself to live, in quotes, Black Sabbath. Because it's supposed to be painful right there. Or I actually said this to myself last night because I felt that surge of adrenaline coming because of the pissed off, the anxiety, the thoughts, the aggression, trying to hold it all together, trying to hold it all in. I can't blow up at anybody. Yet I got all this caffeine in me and I'm trying to concentrate. I look down and my hands are just fucking shaking and I'm like, fuck. And I'm like, fucking breathe, just breathe. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And I thought about that saying because I've heard of it before. I think Kelly Osbourne has it as a tattoo. And I thought about that and I kept saying it to myself. And eventually my hand stopped shaking. I thought, well, what if I got this hand tattooed with a anxiety ribbon? What if on this hand I put I don't know how I want to do it. I thought with a skull, but I don't know. I mean, I like skulls, but I don't think a skull would work for it. Something where it says, "This too shall pass," like round the hand. But I don't know how I would do it. Like here, I want to get the Screaming Man, that one painting where the guy's like, and there's like all that weird color and shit. Yeah, I'm gonna get him right here. That's probably gonna be like a $500 tattoo. On this arm, I'm gonna sleeve it all up with bats. I want to cover this one up. This "You Mad Bro," I want to make it into something different. Not sure yet. I just want to make it really macabre looking, a lot of bats and crazy shit. And yeah, and on this side, I thought about whatever else I get, and then filling it all up with like snakes, all sorts of different colored snakes and demonic snakes, and I want them to look just nasty and gnarly. And I think the sleeves would probably be a good $1,000 each, because they charge $100 an hour. So I imagine, a full sleeve to fill in all the gaps would definitely, for sure, be $1,000 each, if not more. But we're working so much overtime now. It's like, why not? But I wanted to read this other one. Yeah, this one, I was in another realm at work. I was not right. I gotta change a word here, but the circuits in my brain are misfiring. The demon inside me is howling. I mean, come on. Come on, son. Where the fuck does that come from? The circuits in my brain are misfiring, but the demon inside me is howling. You know you're pissed off when you write something like that. You know that's coming from somewhere. I mean, I come up with some dark fucking shit sometimes, man. It scares me. Maybe it's because of all these places I go visit. I don't know. Sometimes I get really bad fucking lyrics, bad, and I've been writing more, not poems, but like thoughts, or maybe even short stories if I would, on Reddit, which I gotta get back on. But yeah, like stuff that I write that aren't really songs, and they're dark. And I've been learning how to draw a little bit, and yeah, starting to do it a little bit, and I want to start drawing some dark shit. I'm really into the dark art stuff. I'm not saying that I want to like stab, the neighbors and stuff. I'm just saying I like the macabre. That's, I'm not a fucking Disney fan. I like, horror movies today don't do dilly shit for me, except make me fall asleep. Like I can see a jump scare coming a mile away. And I guess that's why I go to some of these places, because yeah, I get a good scare once in a while. That first night at Edinburgh, I couldn't make myself go down to the lower level. I couldn't. And I couldn't go upstairs either. That's natural fear. Like, you don't get that from a movie. You don't. The first night when we were at Velisca, and I was outside, and the girls came running out, and they're like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!" Like, what? Like, I got touched, and she heard a man's cough, and you're way the fuck out of here. So what the fuck? So they were freaked out. So I go in there, and we weren't provoking or anything like that. So I go in, I'm like, come on, guys. No, I'm talking to the spirits. I'm like, come on, guys. I thought we were having a good time, man. I guess you want us to pack up and leave. All right. This is like 4 o'clock in the morning. It's dark, pitch black. And there's that, when you're in this house, the Velisca Axe Murder House, pitch black, and you know, you're thinking about what that place must have looked like with all them bodies, all that blood. But yet you're trying to talk to the spirits of said victims at the same time. It's a clusterfuck, and it fucks with you. And yeah, and it was natural fear that I was feeling, but I fought it. I didn't provoke, but I fought it. Flight or fight, or fight or flight. Is it fight or flight? I think it's fight or flight. Yeah, fight or flight. Right. But yeah, I go in there. I'm like, come on, man. What's up, guys? I thought we were having a good time tonight, man. You guys are making our equipment go off. We're having a good time, and now you're scaring my friends. I guess you just want us to leave. All right, well, I'll get my stuff, and I'll pack up, and we'll leave. And as I'm saying this, I'm packing up my stuff. I shit you not, I'm packing up my stuff. It's in the living room. And it had to have been the piano. It's the only thing it could have been, because there's no doorbell. But I heard this loud fucking bell sound, and I jumped, and that was pure adrenaline fueled fear. Like, I damn near went running. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. I'm like, fuck, why didn't I have the recorder going when that happened? Because you guys, if you're investigating, keep the recorders going at all times, or at least one of them going at all times, man. That's one thing I forget to do. Because, yeah, shit will happen like out of the blue. What I believe happened is the little lip for the keys. Here's the keys to the piano, and that little lip that goes down. Well, I opened it up a little bit so I could play them, but I left it open. And it had stayed open all night. Like, there wasn't any weak spot for it to fall down or anything. And as a matter of fact, if it did fall down, it would be like, bing. This was like slammed down. It had to have been that. I mean, I didn't check the piano to see if that fell down or slammed down. But, I mean, that's the only thing it could have been, because I was in the living room. The piano was in the living room. The sound was right behind me. The piano was right behind me. That's got to be what it was. Plus, not only that, but my K2 meter and this meter that my friends had, both of them were in the red. Like, hers was going off. Mine was this one. That was clear in the red the whole time by that piano. And there isn't any wiring or anything. We didn't check. We even moved around the room. There's like it's a small living room, small house, very claustrophobic. It looks big on the outside, but no, it's small. But the living room has this cast iron like stove, not stove, but like what you use to heat the place way back in the day. Cast iron, I think. So yeah, like a stove, but not a cooking stove. A heater. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. So we put our K2 meters on there, and they're still going off. Why would they go off there? We put them on the floor. They're still going off. They're in the red. No matter what. She had her Boo Bear. That was going off. She had this angel that if you barely touch it, all these colors would light up. That motherfucker was going off. And I had it sitting right next to the piano. Coincidence? I don't know, man. I don't know. But I love that shit. I do. I don't know. Maybe one of these days it'll catch up with me. I don't know. That's the weird thing, man. Like, I love going to these places and getting spooked out and maybe capturing something, hopefully. That's the whole idea. But I do enjoy the rush. You know, it's just like getting on a roller coaster. I love it. But this roller coaster, it may not be safe. Me going to Waverly might not be safe, especially if I go solo. There's bats. I don't like bats. I could get taken over and jump out the fucking 5th-story window. You know, who knows? People do all sorts of weird fucking crazy things. I heard a fucking story about a guy that he was a investigator, and he was well known for being this homicide investigator, and he went to go check out this murder case, and it was like on a beach or something, and they found footprints. So they're, all right, do a cast mold or whatever of the footprint. All right, so they do that and they give it to the detective, and he's like, fuck. All right, you guys can go home. You know, the police, everybody else, because he was pretty much in charge. And he told the FBI, go home. I already know what happened. And they're like, but sir, what about the gun or the bullet shell casing and all that? We need to find that yet. Don't worry about it. We'll find it. I already know what happened. And they're like, what? What the fuck? I mean, we know you're a good detective and all, but what the fuck? And the next day, he comes back out and he already knows it's bad. And they find the bullet and they show it to him. And he's like, yep, I thought so. And they're like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? And they're like, you know, you keep saying you know what happened. I mean, come on. Like, well, tell us already. And he's like, well, I'm the killer. I apparently must have sleepwalked and shot this man because of foot mold. It was bare feet and he was missing a toe. And of course, he was missing a toe. And he was known for sleepwalking and doing bad things in his sleep, you know, hurting people, whatever. And so they put him like, well, they arrested him, I think, at first, but then they took him to trial or whatever, and they said, well, let's have him do a test. We'll lock him up. We'll put a pistol with him, and we'll make him sleep. And I don't remember exactly what they used, but they used something to wake him up, and he didn't wake up. And eventually he woke up and he grabbed the pistol and he just started shooting. at whatever he could, and he had no recollection of it. So yeah, he was pardoned, and yeah, now he's living in a secluded place away from society, and if he sleepwalks, he can't shoot anybody. It's a wild life, man. It is. But take a wild on the wild side, or take a ride on the wild side. Mikey's getting thirsty and tired, so, and my back's starting to hurt. So yeah, I gotta get some sleep, fellas. All right, well, yeah, I'll try and get up around 2 or so, and we'll yeah, probably play some Crack of Duty, and I don't know, we'll see how we're doing. Maybe, I mean, I like to play it on the hardest difficulty, but it does take a little bit longer to play. So I don't know. I think I started playing. Yeah, I started playing it. So maybe we'll go back. We'll start the stream and we'll go back and we'll look through the story on my stream or my past streams, and we'll look through the story and see where the story was going, because I totally forgot. And I'll be like, all right, cool. And we'll go back and the game should start up from where I last saved, and we'll go from there. And we'll play like a mission, and then we'll sit back with the guitar or the piano or something, and we'll talk about crazy college dorm days and stupid crazy shit. And kids, don't watch. Why you're watching, I don't know. My daughter told me that she was able to find my channel and watch my channel. I'm like, I always put not made for kids. What is going on? YouTube, fix your shit. I don't stop cursing. I'm sorry. I don't sugarcoat shit. So fuck it if you don't fucking like it, and lick it with a fucking shitty lollipop. I'm going to hell.